Stay hydrated. Ask a doctor.
Another woman who's hydrated. Speaking of hydration, a woman who's clearly hydrated, a woman who's picked the right friends. And by the way, some of the wrong ones, but has done pretty well over 20 to 30 years in public life. Is a great Hillary Rodham Clinton, probably the next president of the United States. Maybe. We don't know.
Wouldn't have thought you'd be a fan of hers.
Well, here's what I like about her. One, she's an old crook. She's part of a crime family, like the Bushes, and I respect that. She's been able to build and maintain a network of criminals that she surrounds herself with, and the loyalty that she has inspired in these people is amazing. And the people that work for her, like Huma Abedin, all these people are indefatigable. They are out 24 hours a day trying to get Hillary out of whatever jam she puts herself in. Most recently, she used a private email server for convenience, but really to run a slush fund of foreign despots who donated to the Clinton Foundation, which is the bigger scandal behind the email.
What were they pitching? Like what were like?
I'm sorry, Dana. What?
You're waving your hand up and it's going right into Ray's shot.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry that I blocked Ray.
No one cared.
I hope we didn't lose too many listeners that I blocked Ray's face for a minute.
It's very hydrated, my face.
But so the Hillary Clinton,
what were they getting for their money?
They were getting influence and sway with a sitting Secretary of State. You have Sidney Blumenthal, one of her aides, who she was not allowed to hire. She wasn't allowed to hire Blumenthal.
Who was he before that? Like, was
a thug,
okay.
A hired Clinton thug.
Okay.
Then Obama goes, you can't have Blumenthal in. He's a thug.
Like a Joel Albach type.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Hillary goes, okay, so she can't hire him. He can't get a paycheck from the State Department. So he's just firing off emails to her going, by the way, listen, when you guys topple Gaddafi, my people really want to do business with the new Libyan government. It illustrates the military-industrial complex to the T. This is unelected people that have a ton of power and sway. Bill and Hillary Clinton spent years giving speeches and currying favor with some very disgusting people.
Sure.
And those people donated a lot of money.
We're not naive, though. We both know that this happens all the time. So is the difference that there's a certain contingent in the Pentagon that normally has their people who get paid off and get their contracts, and she was bypassing that?
I'm sure. Bill and Hillary Clinton are not the only show in town here, 100%. But what we're going to play, one thing I love about the loyalty that she's built, I've chosen friends that cannot help me. I've chosen friends that are, many of them cannot pronounce words. But this woman.
You talking about me?
No, I mean, not you. You do have a speech impediment. People might have noticed that. I don't know what it is. I believe your tongue is too big for your mouth. But
I have a small tongue, actually. But
it's a small tongue, and it can't reach all the parts of your mouth it needs to.
Probably.
Great. Well, what we have here, the Whitewater investigation is one of my favorite clips. I really put together some clips I really enjoy. This is a clip of the Whitewater investigation, and this says a lot about loyalty and friends. And when you're at the 4th of July party and you're looking around, you want these people. So let's play this, Dana, the lovely Dana.
The quality of the witness's memory is in inverse proportion to that witness's proximity to the Clintons. The folks who were career employees of the Park Service, the Justice Department, the Secret Service, or the various agencies in Arkansas who had no close proximity to the Clintons, had clear memories, told us what happened, became very specific in their recollection of events. The closer the witness got to the Clintons, the more they had difficult memories. They couldn't be refreshed even when presented with notes of meetings that they had attended. They just couldn't remember anything.
Don't remember that coming up.
I don't recall such a meeting. I don't remember I have no idea what this is.
You can't recollect specifically.
I don't recall what I was doing.
I do not remember the conversation.
I just don't remember talking.
I can't remember the details. What I recall is what I recall.
I don't remember quite as much.
I just don't have any memory.
This is great.
Again, I can't remember an instance.
These are real
Not
friends.
At least I have absolutely no memory of having done anything.
This is 20 years ago.
Like, I understand
about Whitewater. This is the.
Now, because I kind of know about most of our listeners probably don't know much about it. What I understand the guy died there, but what was the initial investigation?
Well, it was Susan McDougal and Jim McDougal owned a bank, and Bill and Hillary Clinton got in some shady real estate investments with them in Arkansas. You know, when Clinton was the Attorney General of Arkansas, they didn't have any money. They had a lot of ambition, but you can't play in a big game without money. Right. So they said, we got to scratch up some money here. We can't let the law to really impede our ability to go out there and earn. So they got in with Jim and Susan McDougal, who are shade balls. They got into some shady real estate investments. And listen, they were nothing. They were never convicted of anything. There was a lot of smoke. There was probably some fire. But again, that group of people that you saw is still, many of them are still here 20 years later, and they're saying very similar things about her private emails. So, I mean, that's great.
Right.
The idea, they only had really one or two big defectors. You know, Dick Morris defected to the Republicans.
But was that qualitative? Like he actually screwed them over, or was it more just?
I don't know if he screwed them over. He wrote a book called Partners in Power, and he tried. He did screw them over. And kind of Stephanopoulos became a media whore.
Okay, but he never sold out, did he?
No, I mean not in the way that. So he didn't defect in the way that Dick Morris did.
Right.
But they've been able to maintain this group of people, excluding some, getting rid of some, picking up others along the way.
Sure.
But I mean, this is great. This is
absolutely.
Where's
Carville fit into the new Clinton? Is he part of this whole new thing?
I mean, I think he's unofficially part of it. I mean, I think he's still their guy that goes on CNN and Fox and whatever network, and basically he's carrying the message,
right,
in a way, in an effective way. He's a brilliant guy and a great speaker, and everybody loves him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in their I mean, he probably is unofficially a strategy guy that they consult.
Sure, but maybe he's a little long in the tooth.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. But Hillary Clinton is just got cleared of all her wrongdoing.